Well, I've come for a winter's walk into some beautiful grounds, and I've just been treated to a lovely spectacle of what appear to be huge flocks of geese flying south for the winter in January. Thought they'd do that a bit earlier in the year, around September, October, but they're going now, and you probably can't make it out, but you can see a huge swarm of them, literally miles in the distance. There must be hundreds and hundreds. Beautiful sight, just flying over the grounds of this beautiful stately hall, which no longer has anyone living here. I've done a couple of videos on this site actually. It is a place I like to come to, but I'm going to do an investigation, tiny one, just outside the grounds. I haven't really done one here, so I may as well spend an hour. Really don't anticipate getting any activity at all. I think it's more about just for the sake of doing on a beautiful winter's night. So I'm going to walk down there, set the equipment up and see what can happen. Okay, so it is starting to get pretty dark now and very cold. It's only a couple of degrees below freezing, but yeah, it's cold, but it is beautiful. So here I am outside the hall. Probably can't make it out. I might get my torch out, but I don't really want to bring too much attention to what I'm doing. And I'm just going to set a little bit of equipment up here, and I'll just have a little play around for 30 minutes before it gets too dark, and then probably head on. So yeah, this is it, back at the hall. Well, that's not good. Even though my GoPro light is fully charged, it doesn't want to go on a higher setting. Okay, there I am, all set up. A little outdoors mini investigation. I've put just some basic equipment out. Basic equipment being Amazon equipment. Spirit ball, otherwise known as a cat ball. Another one with the trusty REM pod. I'm going to actually buy one of the new ones on Amazon. Apparently it's made in America. Quite expensive for what it is, but I am getting a bit more into this type of shenanigans. So I figure I'm going to get another REM pod. Even though this one has been pretty good, there's been no false positives. It does require some form of triggering to go off, whether it's energy or external movement, wind, for example, or false positives. I am going to get a better one, quote unquote, which has some good reviews, just so I've got a couple more of those, another one of those. Like I say, there's the spirit ball set up, another one down here just at the entrance, and again the EMF, which never goes off. Even if I hold my GoPro next to it, it never seems to go off, and if I hold my mobile next to it, it never seems to go off, which kind of suggests, oh, it's going off when I hold it next to the GoPro. That's pretty good. But it doesn't go off when I hold it next to my phone. So yeah, that's the setup. Just a little bit of equipment. I might get the REM pod out. Sorry, the spirit box. But I think what I need to do is just sit in a bit of silence first. I'm not anticipating a great deal of activity, paranormal activity here at all. So it's just really nice to be out among all this snow. A little bit of woodland, beautiful dusk, sunset, crisp night, very cold, and yeah, very nice to be out. So yeah, I'm going to get my eye in, chill, settle. It's getting nice and dark, and I'll give another update shortly. Okay, no sooner had I just turned that last video off and I got a single beep on the REM pod. And there is no wind here. Now what I have decided to do in future is I'm going to bring a stick with some string on to gauge whether the wind might blow it as it goes off. But right now I didn't bring it because I haven't made it. But there is no wind here at all, and I got a trigger. Do I have anyone with me tonight that lives in Deleval Hall? Did you live in Deleval Hall? If anyone or anything is with me, can you give me another sign that you're here? One short, sharp beep, and that was it. Okay. Well, that looks like my investigation over, because there appears to be another investigation going on with the police. They must have saw me here because there's a police helicopter overhead and they're out doing something. And the helicopter flew overhead. Bear in mind, I'm in the middle of nowhere here. When it stopped overhead for a moment, they must have just thought, nah, he's just a weirdo with a camera, which I am. And then they moved up there, and there's been police cars everywhere, so kind of killed the vibe. Clearly something nasty is going on, more important than what I'm doing here, but maybe it's not the right time, sadly, to be carrying out my own investigation, but I'll give it a little bit more time. It has been beautiful all the same, just being here. Interesting though, a little bit of activity. I'm really pleased about that. Nothing since. Something was picked up, something to trigger, and there isn't a breath of wind. Everything is perfectly still. Absolutely, yeah. I think those things work. They are definitely picking up some form of interference. So, okay, well, I'm going to stay a little longer. I'm going to get my spirit box on, which I'll do off camera, but if anything comes, anything happens, I'll do another video. Something was picked up, something to trigger, and there isn't a breath of wind. Everything is perfectly still. Absolutely, yeah. I think those things work. They are definitely picking up some form of interference. So, okay, well, I'm going to stay a little longer. I'm going to get my spirit box on, which I'll do a camera. But if anything comes, anything anyone with me tonight at the hall who would like to make contact? Is anyone here lived here in the past? Anyone from the Deleval family who is still here that would like to communicate with me? Is anyone that lived in this area here that would like to say something or make a sign, show that you were here? If anyone from the Deleval family or any of the people that lived here would like to tell me your name. Would you like to say hello? Is that a no or a yes? So nobody is here from the Deleval family or anybody else that would like to say hello? Could you give me a sign in some other way? Could you trigger some of my equipment? Just a small sign. Come on, please. Just make a present. You already have. You already have? Is that what you said? I think someone tried to say something. Could you try again with me, please? Tell me your name. Just give me one sign over here. A small thing. Your name. Maybe move one of the balls over here. Stand over here. No sign of you then. You don't want to come through and share something with me. I think you're trying. Could you try to tell me something, your name? I think you were here before, standing over here. Could you come over here with me? Did you say no there? Well, things have quietened down a little bit with whatever was going on with the local authorities before. I have tried a spirit box, which I recorded on the infrared camera. I perhaps got a couple of words coming through, I've already tried was one of the phrases which possibly could represent something, but I'm a bit skeptical about spirit boxes. I've never really had a huge amount of what I would call clear success with them. Maybe that's the point. But I'll keep using it nonetheless. Anyway, yeah, everything's been quiet since. There's been no equipment triggered. The REM pod hasn't made another sound. Nothing else. It's been so quiet. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to probably spend another 30 minutes or so. And I really hope I pick something up. But part of the enjoyment is the trying. It doesn't have to be about the achieving. That's almost a piece of wisdom there. Well, that is the end. Bitter cold, freezing. No activity, so that's me done. I'm going to head on home. Really enjoyable though. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to get out here. Sadly, no real activity other than one burst on the REM, but that's it. It happens. Anyway, until the next one. Cheers. I said goodbye, but it's not really goodbye, is it? Because I'm still recording.